Guitar players are notorious for being on the hunt for tone, and usually that comes with a price tag. Yeah, this is a 2Rock Classic Reverb, and no, it does not belong to me. 2Rock is an aspirational guitar brand for me and for any fan of John Mayer, Matt Schofield, Doyle Bramall, Joey Landreth, That Pedal Show's Mick Taylor, and Ariel Posen. They are just incredibly tasteful guitarists with an ear for exquisite tone who most definitely inspire me to make music and practice the guitar. I recently got the chance to play a classic reverb signature by 2Rock, and here's why. So, the story behind this amplifier and why I have it. I went on tour with the brothers Landreth. Joey Landreth's playing warrants something a little bit more nuanced.
I'm just going to do handheld on this boy then.
Alright, here we go.
And that is where something like the 2Rock Classic Reverb comes in. This is an extremely expensive amplifier, which most guitar players do not need. You do not need this kind of amplifier, but when you're someone like Joey, and you are literally one of the best guitar players in the world, you get to borrow something like this to take on the road from Peach Guitars in England. So, because I live in England, Joey does not live in England, we took this back in the van, very nervously, got it back to England safe and sound. I'm returning it back to Peach Guitars, and Joey left me with this. I think with the cab, this kind of amp goes for £5,000, maybe $6,000. I might be rounding up a little bit. So I'm gonna play it because it's a 2Rock. I've got a 2Rock in my studio. This sort of opportunity doesn't happen every day for me, and I really wanted the sound to soak in and really spend time with the amplifier. Honestly, I think the best thing that came out of having this amplifier in the studio, having the 2Rock here, was that I played. I listened. I made many mistakes. And with those blunders, I actually wrote a new tune. You want it all, me to be sure. I felt creative and inspired, but also extremely vulnerable because this amp doesn't hide you, it exposes you. It doesn't magically make you sound better because of the price tag, and to me, that makes the players who actually use this on stage even more impressive. I'm even more in awe of them, but it also does make me feel a little inadequate and shows me I have a lot of work to do. Serial number 382. That's 3 figures. Hand built in California, USA. Oh my god, look at it. Last night I had a plan. That plan fell apart when I got completely distracted and embroiled in this 2Rock Classic Reverb. And to be honest, I wasn't even changing anything. I'm not running through any effects. I'm just running through the Universal Audio aux box into my Apollo X4, through my Adam A7Xs, just listening back to what I can capture through all that tech and through this beautiful 2-Rock Classic reverb. Anyway, I just kind of want to read more about it and teach you a little bit more about it and why it has the price tag. It has a custom suede covering. So this amp is not vegan. Notable improvements over the previous Classic reverb. It has a new proprietary output transformer allowing you to switch from Class A to AB operation. The addition of a gain structure switch allows one to switch from a Schofield signature, Sterling signature, or traditional 2-Rock front end. To be an artist that has a 2-Rock limited edition signature like Matt Schofield, you have to have done a lot of practice and you have to have had a real career. That's really incredible, but this is kind of based on those with improvements. The Classic reverb signature is now built with a thicker, all aluminium, silver, anodized chassis. So that is this bit. It is beautiful. This is all metal. It feels so smooth. All the switches are really high quality. Everything about this amp is expensive and beautiful and handmade, hand-wired in the USA. So using the Sterling Signature and John Mayer Signature amps as their guide, 2-Rock added a few features to enable the guitarist to tailor their clean from super squeaky hi-fi clean all the way to edgy medium distortion. They've purposefully tweaked the input stages to enhance distortion pedal performance. A sophisticated all-tube spring reverb is also included, featuring 3 voicings plus individual send and return controls, as marked here. So the presence control has been eliminated and a contour control has been added. At the 12 o'clock position, the amp's frequency response is flat. Rotating the knob counterclockwise will decrease the highs and increase the lows, and vice versa for clockwise movement. Right. When you get into this side of expensive gear, it really means there are no more excuses. It'll show you where you really are with the guitar. It'll reveal all your weaknesses. And that's actually a really, really good thing. To some, it'll seem excessive, and the phrase diminishing returns will apply. I know there are hordes of people who are outraged when someone spends this amount of money on an amplifier or a piece of gear, but to others it's the dream scenario and possibly what drives them to work at their craft, to work that job that they hate, to get out of bed in the morning, and you can't place judgment on that. Then, for the artists who represent the brand on stage, why shouldn't they play the best quality they can, when it not only means a better experience for them, but it also means a better experience for the listener or for the live audience. To each their own, but this is simply, hands down, one of the best clean amplifiers out there that you can actually buy. For a guitarist to reach legendary status, we know it's not just about the gear. It's their feel, their songwriting, their melodies, the tone in their fingers, their personality on and off stage, and really it just comes down to their work ethic and creative output. This amplifier is not for everyone. It's bold and unforgiving, and it's the equivalent of driving a Ferrari. It's pushed my mind into a completely different gear at the start of 2020. No pun intended. Well, no, I intended the pun, I wrote the script. I now know what I need to do to be deserving of one of these one day. And it's simple. It's the same way I get to Carnegie Hall. Practice, practice, practice.